just realized my mic was muted. Hey everyone, we're back again. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I actually got married, so took the day off to just spend time with my now wife. So, all right, we are going to actually start on Darius here. I think Ambrose has been in the spotlight for a while now, so yeah, we're gonna change it up a little bit. Ambrose is in a really good spot. I mean, we just gotta do the wings and stuff, and I still have to finish up all these little highlights that I want to do for the wings, and do a little bit of cleanup, as you can see, and definitely need some cleanup here and there. But once that's done, Ambrose will come back, but for now, we're gonna put him on the back burner. Today, like I said, we are going to tackle Darius. And since he's a bit younger than Ambrose, we're going to give him a nice like brownish color for his fur. I also got these new paints I do want to try out. Maybe not all of them, but these are Avant Art. They're made in the US, and just want to give these a try. I did actually try out the white last night, because I did want to at least paint a little bit. So yeah, it's just a basic 6-color set. I think that's all they have right now. So it's just your ivory black, ivory white, and crimson leather, and then chemo red, ocean blue, and golden yellow. So I kind of want to use these as like my primary mixing, just to play around with them, see what they're like. And if it was completely affordable. It was like 20 something bucks, but well, I guess if you're not into mixing, that could be an issue. But I also did pick up some additional fluorescent colors, so maybe we can try that on the potions that Darius has. But yeah, I do want to try out more fluo paints just to give them a little extra pop. Not too much, There was a little bit of an accident last night. I did get these two for a project that I will be doing sometime later. But the thing is like, there's something about this bottle. The top actually blew off. Like this right here flew off, and there was just like a metric ton of paint on my other palette. Because I have more than one wet palette. One I use for on stream now, and then I have another decent sized one that I'm using for my other big project. And yeah, it exploded all over the place, and it was awful. It was so bad. Okay, so with that said, I do want to get started. I do have to mix my paints again. Alright, let's just enjoy the sounds of some lo-fi and my paint mixer. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of a Oblivion remaster, and I completely forgot that every time you level up, everything also levels up. Um, and like my weapon skills and everything are so low. So, I'm fighting everything, and they're way stronger than I can hit. So I have to, like, essentially cheese my way. By the way, I am playing on Master, so that kind of contributes to it. Um, but, like, one bandit, when I first started out, would last for, like, what feels like 30 minutes of just, like, back and forth fighting with... And, like, I have no problem playing, difficult games and stuff, but when a rat can one-shot me, I have huge problems. And that was even wearing, like, the heavy armor at the time, like an iron cuirass and stuff like that. So, like, even with iron armor and, a shield, like, I don't usually play shield. Like, when I play Elder Scrolls games, I usually don't use shield at all, ever. But this playthrough, I wanted to play something different, and instead of the, stealth archer always killing everyone in one hit, that kind of dealio. Not saying I always do that, but, I did want to mix it up a bit. So I consciously chose Bard. So I'm not a huge poison person, but this playthrough has made me come around on that. So yeah, poisons are my saving grace right now, except for when it comes to... I ran into Will-O-Wisp and I have 0 silver weapons. Like, I had an enchanted claymore, but what good is it if that Will-O-Wisp can just absorb all my health in like 2 seconds, right? Uh-oh. Oops. So yeah, I'll be letting you guys know what I think about this paint set. So if you are in the United States and you do want to get into painting and you just want a basic set of colors, this will cover it. You can mix and match and play around with it. Yeah. I'll let you know what I think about these, because like I said, last night I did use the white on a project that I've been working on, and it actually behaved as I expected, and I didn't have any problems with it. It was actually really nice. So there is a little bit of a smell to them, a little chemically, but yeah, I guess that's the only downside so far, but we're okay. And I do like these dropper bottles more than other paint bottles, just because I feel like they handle a lot better. And even though there's like some paint, you can't see that. Like, even though it does get paint on the top, it's it could be worse, because there are paint bottles that I've used that it's awful. The paint just gets everywhere on top. You gotta clean it up, or paint dries and you're squeezing the paint out, and you have to squeeze a little harder, and next thing you know, the paint explodes onto your palette, and it's just a nightmare. But yeah. So those are the 6 main paints that we're gonna use today, and hopefully my mixing skills are not bad. Yeah, I guess there's like a little bit of a nail polishy kind of smell to them, so that's not super awesome, but not the worst. Okay. So, we're gonna go with this brown right now. Actually, we're just gonna base coat the Darius's fur in this brown. And I know we already have a whole lot of brown. Here, let me move the mic a little bit. There we go. I know we have a whole bunch of brown on Darius right now, but now let me move the camera too. There you go. But yeah, we'll lighten it up and we'll change colors here and there because yeah, I don't want him to be all brown. I want him to be like super neutral. But don't worry, trust the process. We will get there, and Darius will look incredible. Because he also does have like all kinds of clothes that we can change to. And even though, I mean, he still has this really cool cape that we can paint. And then we'll definitely add more texture to the flatter parts. Give him more extra details and like really bring it in. 'Cause I'm telling you, once we get all that done, this man will not just look like a brown cardboard box. He will look awesome. Because I do want to make him slightly graying, or like give him the equivalent of a salt and pepper kind of vibe, you know? Or just not even salt and pepper, just like, you know, the fur is lightening up. So he's not inexperienced, because Ambrose is a ancient vampire, so don't want to be sending our bebes against ancient vampires. That would be the worst idea. Yeah, we'll darken that up too, because it'll be in the shadows, but yeah, so far so good, I think. I mean, barely used it. But yeah, although it has like a nail polishy kind of smell, you know, I'd probably recommend some sort of ventilation or whatever. Because currently right now I don't have a fan with me. I do have an air purifier right next to me, so, you know, probably bust that out in a second. Because, yeah, gotta protect ourselves. Yeah, that is potent. Okay, yeah, let me get that out so I don't melt my brain cells. Okay, there we go. Apparently my air purifier says it's real bad. So, I guess if you get this... Oh, no. Okay, it's good now. Yeah, I guess whenever I start this thing, it always just assumes the worst. There we go. But yeah, I would probably have a little fan going with these paints. You know, the other paints that I have, I don't smell anything. I don't have any issues with those, but yeah, these ones are a little funky, I guess. But the thing is, like, I only smelled them on the brown, so maybe it's just the brown. And I'm not gonna do a sniff test for you guys, but you know, just be aware that maybe the brown is the issue here. Or that just in general there is a smell issue. Okay. Yeah, let's get a little bit of that lighter burn that we have now. And start adding a few highlights here and there. They already bringing out the details. I mean, it's looking a little mustardy, but we'll fix that. No, too much white. Yeah, we've been having a whole bunch of storms lately. So, surprised that we were able to get married yesterday. Although it was pretty warm. Yeah, we're not even like in the hot time that usually comes around like mid-May, but yeah, weather's been pretty crazy. I mean, the fact that there was a tornado or two, I'll just say several, within the past month has been like a little crazy. Yeah, it's usually not around this time that we get them. But I guess we do now. Now it's less watery. There we go. These, I mean, it's looking majority lighter, so I'll probably bring in some of the darker brown. Just to, so we have like some variety. I just wanted to go over that yellowy brown that we had kind of goofed up on. This camera arm is so shaky. But yeah, it's looking a little better. Just get these little areas so that we can pick out details a little better. Okay. Yeah, if we, okay, now if we go in with like brown white mix, I think it'll look good. No, brown and yellow. Because like before we even get to gray, we're probably gonna just need a little bit more brown for that part. Because like we do need that tiny bit of yellow, but it doesn't need to be that strong. We won't do every tuft of fuzz, but just enough to bring some more variation. Okay, I think that's good. And then should probably have like a really light brown amongst them. because we want to make streaks of lighter fur. There we go. See, that's looking pretty good. And let's add a little bit more of that yellow fur. Between. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the stream, yeehaw. Hoo-ah. How's it going? Yeah, no, I know. I was just saying your name. I just thought it was interesting. I saw your what was it? Not Ready or Not. Out of Action stream. Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it before this. And then I realized that it was almost 5 o'clock, and I was like, oh, I gotta stop watching. It took me a second before I realized who you were, because on my phone it's like, oh, they're streaming, and I was like, who's this? I was like, oh no, I think I have an idea who it is. I was like, as soon as I realized who, like, as soon as I saw that yeehaw, I was just like, oh, okay. I just changed the name yesterday. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. How's Out of Action? It looked pretty cool. I know you've been testing that quite a bit. It's my favorite game of all time, TBH. Oh, wow. I feel like that's really saying something with how much time you spend in like Overwatch and Valorant and all that stuff. Uh, 800 hours in, and I don't plan on stopping. Plus, TBH having just been part of the community, testing community, working with the dev and stuff. The game is kind of near and dear to my heart. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's a lot of time. Yeah, I'm really glad you like it. It looks really neat. I feel like watching your stream, I was just like, I was pretty hyped. I was like, oh man, I've never played this before, but I kind of want to play. And the thing is that like I'm not a huge like multiplayer person anymore. So, you know, that's saying something. It looked really interesting and fun. But yeah, I actually just started streaming like last week. So, you know, if my stream presence isn't top tier, you know, we're working on it. I want the game to do well, but it's also cool seeing you stream. Things are looking really good. Yeah, thank you. I actually, before this, I was like, so like job-wise, I was like, oh, you know, I'll probably be getting a raise. Things will be awesome. And then they told me, oh, no raise this year. And I was like, cool, awesome. So I was just like, you know what? I really need extra money because we just got a new car and, you know, we got married yesterday and all these things happen. And I'm like, I definitely need a side gig. And my brain's fried from working, you know, during the week. So I figured, why not give streaming a try or, you know, whatnot. Things are like, I really like your setup here. Yeah, thank you. I actually bought a whole new camera for this one, this big one, this zoomed in one. I watched a whole bunch of videos on like streamer setups, on like painting and everything. But yeah, it's just been, it has been a lot. But I'm actually really enjoying it. I was thinking about making a Discord and everything so everyone can hop in, and I wanted to do like community type painting things or painting events where we all like have we all spend a month painting whatever, and you know, we show what we do at the end of the month or whatever. Or we can do like paint alongs where we all get the same miniature, you know, we use whatever paints and we show off our paint schemes and techniques and all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, I want to do really cool fun stuff with that. Hell yeah, bro, I feel like the miniature scene isn't saturated either, so it's like def cool to see you doing this. Yeah, there's every time I check the miniatures category, there's only like 10 people streaming. I still have a great pile of shame. Hey, you know what? You can join my Discord and we can all paint together. Well, join the Discord when I make it. Heck yeah, brother. Yeah, are you still playing Kill Team and all that stuff? I heard Warcry isn't doing so hot, which makes me a little sad. Even though, you know, I wasn't really playing that. I'm not following the scene. I played a little Kill Team, but honestly, I just like collecting and building. Yeah, you know, that's completely fair. I don't really play, but I do love the painting and like you said, assembling and stuff and collecting. That's my thing. But I do have a whole Drukhari army I want to get rid of. Actually, I have a whole ton of Warhammer miniatures I want to get rid of because they're taking up space, and my heart is now moved on to infinity. So yeah, what menu is this guy from? I actually just found him on Etsy for like $10, and I was just like, cool, we'll paint him on stream. So yeah, no, actually, I found him before I even thought about streaming. I wanted to do a little diorama. Here, I'll show you. So I also have this vampire. I don't know if you've seen him before. We painted this one on stream. As you can see, he's still a work in progress, but we're going to fix that up. But painted this on stream. And here's the other fun thing about my stream is that this was viewer directed. So, you know, they told me what color the waistcoat should be, what color, you know, the wings, blah, blah, blah. So if you want to participate, you can tell me what something on, because they both have names. His name is Ambrose, and this is Darius. If you want, you can pick out colors for, let's say, the potions or the coat, or even you have a whole canvas on the back, his cape. And you tell me what color you want, and we'll make it happen. And yeah. Oh, I see. So it's a platypus theme Van Helsing. Pretty much, yeah. Also, we're going to do not just painting on this stream. Let me move all these paints over here. So I actually have this plinth right here. And what we're going to do, it's so dirty. What we're going to do is actually do a little diorama. It's going to be like a cemetery hill where Ambrose is, you know, right here. Darius right here, right? There's gonna be a little cemetery hill that we're gonna build, and we're gonna, you know, like I said, show this on stream, the whole process. So if you want to learn some cool stuff or watch it later, you know, you can. But yeah, there's like Ambrose is gonna be like mid-ritual, here's Darius trying to, you know, pop him in the head. And so everyone gets to watch the whole process of that. And I do have fun little, oh, I moved it. I do have fun little headstones and stuff. And if you have any suggestions for painting, like picking colors or what the environment should have, we can do that. I do have like a little grimoire for Ambrose that I'm going to put in his hand. So in one of his hands, he's going to have like an open grimoire, and you know, we're going to do the details on that and everything. Yeah, it's going to be real fun. And then when we're done with it, I will sell it. So if someone wants it, they can buy it from me. As much as I'd love to hold on to everything, you know, life is getting more expensive, and yeah. But yeah, so if you want to pick something out, you know, one of these potions, or if you want to pick colors for the sword, gloves, cape, like I said, you name it. I don't know if you're familiar with non-metallic metal, but I can show you. So here is another project that I'm working on. This one's for my mom. Non-metallic metal is using, also, have you heard of Trench Crusade? Yes. I actually did not buy into it when the Kickstarter happened because I was like, I don't need another 1,000 minis. And now that I didn't do it, now I'm like, maybe I should have invested. But non-metallic metal is using non-metallic paint. So as you can see here, these are all matte paints, and you know, it's supposed to simulate reflectiveness from like all different angles and everything, right? So, you know, it's still a work in progress, but you know, as you can see here, all the metal bits up top. I was actually super, like, I did the eyes last night. Super happy about that. They look so glowy, like a real night elf glow. Pretty happy about that. But yeah, so I can do non-metallic metal with that, or I actually do have metallic paint. So if you want a non-metallic metal sword, we can do that. Or if you want true metallic metal or just straight up one color, we can do that. So you are free to suggest whatever your heart desires. But yeah, were you thinking about I'm nervous? Oh, about what? But are you I don't want to suggest something else. It's fine. No, you're good, man. You're good. I mean, we can discuss it if you want. Like if you want to do a potion, or you know, cuz I'm not just like pick something and you have no choice. It's like, you know, we'll discuss it. Like what kind of colors seem interesting. I mean, you know, we can do like health potions for him, or you know, a health potion, maybe two, or like maybe some kind of holy water, you know, that kind of thing. And I was hoping to actually have his cape be like a nice contrast, right? Because Ambrose has all this black and red, and I was hoping someone will suggest a nice contrast to the doom and gloom of Ambrose. But yeah, we can do holy water. So we could probably use like this gray. It's like it definitely has like a bluish, right? So we can probably symbolize holy water with this like bluish, right? And the other thing is that when I do use paints on the stream, I do show what color it is. So if anyone's interested, you know, if you can't pick up this paint exactly, you at least know what, you know, the color looks like without, you know, having to stare at my palette. But yeah, so are you thinking something like this for the holy water, or what'd you have in mind? Okay. Looks good to you? Okay, cool. All right. And then sometimes you will hear my paint mixer. because it is loud. But I am at a point where I'm done shaking paints, and you know, just getting, yeah, I'm done shaking paints and just hurting my wrist and everything, and just exhausting my arm. So you know, we shake it up for like a good, you know, 10-15 seconds, and yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. What's the best way to paint this? Okay, do you want the first one to be holy water, the second, the middle, or the last? Which one are you thinking? The last one? Okay. Cool. All right, let's do this. Oh, it's a little dry. Okay. But yeah, I don't know how long you've been in the stream, but yeah, I've been playing that Oblivion remaster, and I've just been having the time of my life. Well, I say time of my life, but it's been a little frustrating at times. Because I am playing on, you know, the hardest difficulty, and I forgot the leveling system. You know, every time you level up, they all level up. It's actually pretty good. I really like it. So I'm like, oh, level 11, and my weapon skills are terrible, and so is my like armor skills. So at one point, rats were one-shotting me. So you know, I feel like I'm playing on the ultimate hard mode right now, but yeah, no, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But you know, it's still really fun, and I'm hoping it's not just the nostalgia glasses, you know, the rose tinted like glasses on. But yeah, it's been pretty good. It's actually decently, like, people were complaining about performance and stuff, but for me, it's not too bad. There are places where the frames do drop like heavily, and that was like mostly in I think the Imperial City or like around there. But yeah, other than a few spots, it's been okay. But that's also heavily relying on an upscaler and everything, right? Also, don't mind how ugly it looks right now. You know, totally part of the process. So if it looks like jank right now, I got you. I haven't played Oblivion. I didn't play too much of the Elder Scrolls. You know, it's not for everyone, and that's okay. If it's not your jam, I totally get it. I think it looks really good, dude. Okay. Cool. But yeah, it's definitely really fun. Okay, so we're gonna have like we're gonna try to do like a sloshy effect, right? So we're gonna fill the line up to here and like kind of like a curve. Because he is jumping back. Right. Okay, so we mostly got it. And then you know, we'll do like little glazes to show that transition. We can also draw like little white, let me get that in focus a little bit more. Okay, yeah, we can draw like little white lines going, like one going this way and then like one coming down this way. How long have you been painting for? Technically a few years, but there's been like huge breaks in between, like 6-month breaks. But if you were to smash all that time together, maybe about eight months. but I've watched so many like painting tutorials and everything. Okay, I feel that's pretty good. Thank you. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, and it's I'm hoping to, you know, gain a little more popularity soon because I literally just need 20 more followers and, you know, to get to get 3 concurrent average viewers, and then I can do affiliate because I've already hit like the amount of times I need to stream and blah 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 blah. But yeah. Y'all advertise your stuff on my server. Oh, that would be great. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, okay. It's looking pretty good. I think maybe we can probably push this down just a little bit. I think I went a little too far on that. And like that's the cool thing about this is that, like, you know, if I make a mistake, I just wait a little bit and then I just go back over it. And it's funny because my sister is like, "Oh, you're like the Bob Ross of miniature painting." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I'll take it." We're gonna bring this down just a little bit. You know, I know I'm putting black lines here for now, but we will put like gray, like dark gray lines to like indicate that separation. I just want to mark it for now. Okay, and then we lower this just a bit more. So yeah, we definitely want to. Oh, I just realized that was blocked by the other one. So we do want to get like a nice progression here. Okay. And now we can build it back up a bit more. Okay, cool. Okay, let's do this. Okay, it's a little too dark for the grape, but we'll fix that. Actually, we can make the rest of the bottle this dark gray. Should give us a nice like separation between the the holy water and the bottle. That way, when we make our white line, just show that separation, it won't look almost invisible. Actually, no. Let's do the white paint. It's a little bit of a harsh line, but we'll fix it. Okay. Well, we got our white line down, so now we can just fix that and make it nice and curved. That way we get that sloshy effect. this dark gray a little bit. And then just to make it like stand out a little bit more, what we can do is take a little bit of fluorescent blue and then thin it down a whole bunch, just to give that holy water just a little separation from that white. So if we mix it with that melancholy gray that we have, it should give us a nice little like glowy effect, which is what I did with the eyes for that night elf that I showed you. Okay. Just a little bit more paint. Okay. Looking good, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just adding a tiny little extra blue just to make the water stand out, so then when we do our sloshy lines, they don't get lost. Because I realize on camera it's probably it's crazy how tedious a small potion takes. Yes, I mean I could very easily just color the potion, you know, holy water color, whatever color that is, you know, and then just call it a day. But I do want to give it a little more pizzazz, you know. So our holy water is gonna be a little extra glowy. It looks good, man. Thank you. Yep. So then when I come in again with the white, you know, we'll have that nice separation and it'll look really good. And then we can add like maybe like little afterglowy effects on the outside, right? Like we'll clean it up and like thin it down a little bit more, but you know, when you got the power of platypus Jesus on your side, you know, you got a little extra glow. It's a rough sketch, but that's kind of, you know, kind of the idea. We'll just add like a little extra bit. Yeah, and you know, it's funny because like I kept making jokes before, you know, I started streaming. I'm just like, I'm just gonna make people watch paint dry and they're gonna like it. You have no choice. And boom, we got a little not so good glowy effect, but you know, it's kind of the idea. You know, and naturally, you know, I'll do all these things, and then it'll come to like a detailing phase where I will clean up all this stuff so it actually looks like as best as I can make it, right? Okay, and now that we have that extra blue, man, I think I might be angling this wrong. Do it like that. Okay. Kept doing the water from the wrong angle. Okay, so yeah, we can bring that up a little bit more, or bring it down, actually. Okay. I feel like we're almost there. I'm just like, just need to fix a few things. But it's looking pretty decent, right? That looks holy enough. Are you playing Out of Action right now? Or are you streaming right now? Those are forks? Partially. No, not streaming right now. Getting in a heated discussion out of... okay. Well, good luck with that, man. Actually, if he's diving back like this should be up to here. And this should be much lower. Okay. Yeah, because this is how... Okay, yep. I goofed, but that's okay. We can fix that. Okay. Yep, okay. There we go. Actually, let's just cover this whole thing now. Okay, so did that, and then after that dries, we can adjust our lines. So I guess in the meantime, we work on something else. What's up, Charles? Okay, bye-bye. Okay. Well, that's dry. Let's go back in to gray. Oh, let me mute my mic. My dogs are playing around. Thanks. Yeah, I just realized that I was orienting it wrong. I was doing it this way when he's actually, you know, gonna be more like this. So now we're angling the emptiness to, you know, be correct. And I feel like we're almost there. Okay, we need to lighten this gray up a little bit more. Might be a little too light. Oops. I'll goof that up. A little bit more black. Okay, the paint's a little too wet, so we'll just move on for a little bit. this paint is just not good with the wet palette. It is just absorbing all the moisture now. I guess I'm painting this backwards though. Yeah, let's redo this. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's lightening it up a little bit more. Nice. That nice lighter brown that we want. Oop, smack the camera. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I don't know if this is the paint for me right now. This paint is just acting all kinds of wonky. Let's try my regular paint. Yeah, let's do that steel shadow. What's it, Charles? Oh, yeah, I don't know if you're still here, but I did see that new camera that you added to your stream. Actually, yeah, let's paint that black. And then we just outline it with the other color. Calm down, Charles. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Okay. Got a little bit of that going on now. Well, let's get a lighter brown. I think I just have one right here. Actually, we can do a little terracotta. That'd be fun. There we go, regular brown. Charles, that's enough, my man. Actually, I think the regular brown by itself would be a good highlight. It's already light enough. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, and then we'll just like lighten it up from there. That looks really good. I really like it. Well, let's try this even lighter brown. these a little differently. What's up, Jar? Good boy. I'm just gonna add like a splash of gray. Okay, they just going bonkers over someone closing their car door. Always acting like it's the end of the world. Charlie. I think I goofed up. Yeah. Put that brown back. We'll work on it again. It's hard to make out the details. With that steel shadow. Let's try to do the holy water again. This time make it look good. Actually, let's just do the outline first, and then we'll fill in the rest. Seems like a better way to do it. Okay. So if he's sloshing, it would curve up like this. Too much moisture on this brush. Okay. Doesn't look like much, but that'll have to do. Okay, what is that anthracite? Okay, so we're gonna use anthracite for the bottle. And then once that dries, we can do like, we should probably make this a little bit more leveled. Yeah, so I'll level out the holy water a little bit more and then like enhance the little splash. And then we'll do the middle part of the bottle in black and add like a little gray reflection down here, around here. I guess the raised areas really. Yeah, that should work. Do a little black lining right now. Just so we can have that nice little separation between the potion and everything else. Although I think I just black lined the belt. No, I did. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, let's fill this back out a little bit more. Make it a little bit more leveled out. There's so much moisture. I might have to change the paper, squeeze, like, clear out the sponge or something. Go. A little extra paint. That isn't 90% water. Okay, actually, let's take a little black. All right. So you kind of have like a little splash going on, a little bit. Cool. Well, now that we got that, let's Actually, let's do that fluorescent blue mix that we had first, just so we can see the actual holy water versus where our lines are going to be. Nope, need a little bit more fluorescent blue. Just a little bit more. Because fortunately the fluorescent blue is already like thin enough, but light enough that we don't have to worry about it too much. Okay. So yeah, we just want just a little bit of blue. If it's like too fluorescent bluish, we can always just bring it back down. It's a nice little glaze. Now I need a different white paint. Let's do this bubble white. That's not like absolute white paint, but it is pretty high up there. Okay, yeah, because this white paint is just not doing it right now. I think it's just the wet palette right now, because everything I put on the palette is now just like incredibly just overwatered. Yeah, I think I put too much water on the wet palette. Oh well. A little extra bit of the holy water here. Yeah, I guess I should have it go down a little bit more. more for that three-dimensionality. Splash. Okay, and then let's make a really light gray mix. No! I ruined it. Keep forgetting that, like, this wet palette is just too moist. Let's add a little bit of that. Start some blue again. So we can keep differentiating between the holy water and the bottle. Yeah, we'll go back over it. Oh no, that's actually looking really good. God. The bottle's looking clean as well, dude. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm just making sure we have enough visible space for that little splash zone that we made. Right, so it's like a 3-dimensional splash. But yeah, I think I went a little overboard with the water. But yeah, we are pretty close to being done with that. So I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit more, and then it's off to the other things. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Or no, zoom out. There we go. Yeah, I hope you don't mind that I gave the holy water a little extra blue just to make it. It was so hard to differentiate between the white line and the holy water. No, it looks so good, man. Thank you. Thank you. And if you want, since you are a oh no, not a bot. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll go to Twitch. Oh no, I don't want you here. No, where are my mod commands? There we go. Bam. Gone. Okay, there we go. We're good. I really need like I don't know, I need something else for this camera. It shakes like if I just sneeze wrong. Boom, splish splash. We got holy water. Not sure I'm 100% happy with it, but we'll I think I had it before and I just I goofed it up a little bit. That's okay. Can definitely always go over it later. And the detailing. Yeah, because I think what I need to do is have this black part go down just a little bit more. Just curve up and over like that. But that's fine. That's enough work on it for today, because I feel like if I mess with it more, it will just look worse and worse. So, okay, we got your holy water bottle mostly done. We did it. 80% complete. Or something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then let's lighten this up a little bit more. Okay. Cool. Yeah, because I also need to replace this black color with like like an anthracite that I have. Or something. I need to replace it with something else, that way it doesn't look so jarring. But that's okay. Like I said, we'll get to that later. Probably in the next stream I'll go over it again. I just want to give it time to settle and all that. Okay. I guess we're gonna go back to his face. I'm just gonna add a little bit of graying to the fur. He's been doing this for a while. He's not old, but he's definitely not as young as he used to be. Also, if you want to make up lore for these guys, that is a thing we're also doing. These were also viewer named, so you know, if any future projects are interesting to you and you drop in and you want to name someone and they don't have a name already, yeah, feel free to drop off a name. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure everyone's like really involved, so we're all invested in how everything turns out. But yeah, since you are an IRL friend, I will paint you one free thing. I mean, if you still want to pay me, that's up to you, but you get one free thing. Oh yeah, that's actually looking pretty good. Oh wow, thanks dude, I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, man. If you want it to be Warhammer or whatever, you know, you're the boss. I work according to your rules. Although the timeline might take a while because this stuff takes forever for me. I'm a slow painter, but you know, especially if I'm painting on stream, I paint way slower on stream. No, you're good. I get it. Okay, cool. Oh no. Nope. Thank you. Yeah, no, this graying has actually turned out pretty nice. But yeah, I will actually be painting Tome Critter's birthday gift on stream in May, because I think that's when it gets here. You know, just using his Twitch name, because I don't know. I don't want to use his his real name. But yeah, I'll be painting his gift on stream in May, so you get to see that process too. I was afraid of that. Now let's see what that Fang Gray. Okay. Looking better. Okay. Alright, cool. Now we can go back over it with the light brown, because we don't want them too old. Maybe just the light brown on the cheek. Yeah, light brown on the cheek, and then like the gray weathering on his Kruber mutton chops. Alright, we'll thanks for letting me hang around, man. I'm gonna head out and stream some Out of Action. The mini looks good. I'll be sure to pop around soon. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for dropping by. It's always nice to have someone pop by. Have fun, man, and good luck. Of course, man. Talk to you later. Thanks. All right. Bye. God, my napkin is just like 80% water at this point. I don't know why I'm making all these percentages up, but you know, it is what it is. Sorry for all the shaking. I'm typing a message real quick. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's keep working on the potion. I only got like 30 minutes left for the stream anyway. But let's just start off with black because they'll have the most coverage. bring this down a little more so you can see this, the full splash. It's gonna be so cool. Okay. Okay, well, once I add a little bit of extra here, maybe it'll look less strange. Because right now, that splash looks a little thin. But yeah, we'll bring it back down a little bit more here. Once the black dries, oh gosh, it's gonna look so good. Yeah, I think what also doesn't sell it is that, I am using black for the bottle. So, let's tone that down a little bit. No, I don't think that was it. It's okay, we'll figure it out. Bro, there's just so much water on this palette. And my brush. Doesn't look too bad, but there's a video I'll probably watch again where I remember something like this. I'll probably watch that and freshen up on how to do that correctly. I mean, it looks pretty okay so far, but yeah, we'll work on that. But for now, I guess I'll just do a little bit of touch-ups before the end of the stream. I'm really happy how this like fur turned out. Okay, and then let's do a little bit of brown. All right. I know it's not 8 o'clock just yet, but I need to go eat. I haven't eaten. No, actually I have. Never mind. I just couldn't remember. But yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up here today. Thank you for watching and hanging out. I will see you again on, well, hopefully Monday. I might have to work a little late again next week, so my stream schedule might be a little... Oh, I just tore my glove. My stream schedule might be a little off. I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I'm throwing this out. But yeah, hopefully it'll get back to normal soon. I'll let you guys know. Thanks again. Bye.